time is flying and we are just a couple of weeks away from the end of 2024. I'm trying to catch up on some of my makings before the year ends. It's an early start in the kitchen today with a new batch of kefir. Lately, I've been removing the water that separates during the fermentation process, which makes the kefir thicker and creamier, almost like a yogurt, and we are loving it. I always save the separated water as it's packed with protein and find ways later to use it in other recipes around the kitchen. In this video, I will take you along for a few days where I spent quite a bit of time in the kitchen, cleaning, cooking, and organizing. We will also spend time together in my craft room, where I will share all the details about my new crochet t-shirt and a new test call for a crochet V-neck pattern for chunky Benji. Welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time here, my name is Moran. I'm a maker and homebody from Israel, staying grounded and creative during these challenging times. I'm not a fan of the fact that all these organic leafy greens come in plastic boxes. Unfortunately, this is how they are sold at our local organic shop, so I don't have much choice when it comes to packaging. I'm trying to minimize the use of plastic in our home, so I decided to take the greens out of those plastic boxes and reorganize them. I'm using paper towels and kitchen towels to see if they will stay fresh stored in the fridge that way. Last weekend, I completed row 14 on my Coziest Memories blanket. As much as I enjoy making progress on this project, I'm really happy that it will carry over with me into the new year. This blanket is such a joyful project to work on, exactly what I need right now. I've been planning to make homemade apple cider vinegar for quite some time, and I have a few apples left from my last visit to the organic store, and today I'm finally giving it a try. It doesn't seem to be too complicated. I'm following a tutorial I found here on YouTube. I will leave a link to it in the description below in case you're interested. It will ferment and do its thing for about a month until it's ready. In the meantime, I'm supposed to check on it once or twice a day. At least that's what the tutorial I'm following suggests. Oh, and I added a few festive lights. It's the end of the year and I'm completely inspired by Christmas decorations. I'm also getting ready for Hanukkah. So it's a time of double the celebration and festivity. A new batch of 48 hours beef bone broth is cooling down here. It's been a long but very productive day in our kitchen today.
מטורף. וואו, וואו, מואן אני חייבת. יפה, יפה, יפה. חלום.
Good night.
Good night.
This morning, I'm busy packing these citron cotton bundles. Thank you so much for everyone who placed an order in my Etsy shop. By the time this video is up, these colorful packages will already be on their way to you. And I'm heading to my studio now to add a few finished objects to my 24 making journal before getting ready for knit night this afternoon. Hello guys, it's Tuesday afternoon. I'm getting ready for the knit night and I just got out of the shower. I took a warm bath, just to split the first half of the day and the second half of the day, and to get ready and calm down towards the knit night meeting. And I for the first time I got dressed, and originally I wanted to put on a sweater, but it's just too hot for me after the bath, so I just put a long sleeve t-shirt. It's like a cotton long sleeve t-shirt, and I put my new collar on. It's something that I've been working on for quite a while, and I just completely I'm feeling I'm completely in love with it. So I thought, I didn't plan to open the camera, but I said, okay, I will open the camera to share it with you because I love it. I think it's pretty. And look, I'm wearing it with just a simple cotton t-shirt and a denim, and I wear my Birkenstock. So it's like a very casual, homey kind of look, but wearing this got it all, uplifted it all and upgraded it. I don't know how to say it, but it looks so elegant on this casual look, and I really love it. I really love this style. Yeah, I'm very happy with it, so I thought I would come here and share it with you. But yeah, I have to go out, get ready for the knit night, and I'll see you later. Bye guys. morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday, December 11. It's December 11. Wow. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you enjoy the vlog so far. I guess if you celebrate the Christmas, you are in the middle of the busyness of Christmas preparations. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, I also, it was also quite a busy week here. Yeah, a lot of makings in all kind of like the kitchen and my craft room, and yeah. So, how are you? Welcome if you are a new subscriber here. Actually, every day we have more and more new subscribers here on the channel. So, welcome if you are new here. And welcome back if you are a returning viewer. And yeah, I guess like in every vlog, I have to thank you for if you take the time to leave us a comment. If you took the time to leave us a comment, I just want you to know that we read them all, and usually I read them with Eyal on our morning coffee together, and we are very, very thankful for you. And I try to respond, but I'm not sure I will be able to respond to each and every one of the comments, but be sure that we read them, and we are very, very thankful for the words you send to us. And yeah, today I open up the camera to share a few things, but I think we first have to welcome the new, I don't know, elephant in the vlog, a new personality in the vlog, but I have this little thing on my lips. I know it looks little, but it feels huge. It feels like a huge elephant on the lips. I have to say today I feel a lot better. But at first, when it just started a few days ago, I felt like I'm carrying two elephants on my lips. It felt so heavy, and it was hurting, and I think I was not feeling very well a couple of weeks ago, and then Eyal didn't feel very well, and the weather here is getting crazy. So altogether, I think, but the thing is that I used to have those when I was younger, and for the last quite a few years that I don't have them anymore, and I thought my body completely forgot how to produce them, and I was very happy about it, but here we are. It's arrived again. So yeah, but I'm feeling a lot better, and I use my tallow balm and I put on it, and I think it feels better with the tallow, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I have quite a few things to share with you today, but mainly I want to share everything about what I'm wearing. This is a new crochet crop top that I just finished making, and I was waiting to share it with you. I'm wearing it today with a black denim and with my scrappy socks, because I think they match perfectly, in terms of the energy, of the colorful energy of it. And yeah, so actually I've been busy this week trying to catch up with my making journal, and I'm adding all the finished object one by one, slowly, to my making journal. It's something that you have to take the time to do, and so I added the new mussel brew head that I just finished, and I gave it to Maya on the weekend, and she was very happy with it. And then I added this strappy crochet crop top. I think I called it everyday crop top. Yeah, this is how I call it, and I put all the details. I still want to add a picture of me wearing it, but I wrote all the details. I have a few more projects to add to my making journal, but it will take a little time. I cannot do it all at once, apparently. Anyways, I have all the details here with me. You have been asking a lot of questions about it. I got it all written and documented, and I'm here to share everything with you today. My camera roll told me that I started to work on it on October 26th, so it was not a long after we came back from our US adventure, and I started to crochet using mYak fibers yarns. I shared it many times in the past, but a few months ago I received quite a generous package from the mYak fiber team so that I can work on developments towards our upcoming retreat in the Dolomites in June 25th. So when I started to wind up all the yarns and, added them into one basket, I was very inspired by the colors, and I thought it's been a while that I think that I want to try and make myself a t-shirt, a crochet t-shirt, because I never really made myself anything to wear from crochet. I made quite a few self-drafted raglans, and I have, how do you say it, a top down yoke sweater that I wrote for the local makers here in Hebrew, but I never did something to wear out of crochet. So I started to use these colors and started to make, and I didn't really know exactly what I'm going to do. I just knew that I want to try and crochet 2 flat pieces, front and back, and I wanted it to be using double crochet stripes. So what I did, I cast on 82 stitches and with a 4.5 millimeter hook and started to make rows of double crochet and then a single crochet back. So first row was the double crochet and the second row was a single crochet using the same color. And after 2 rows, I changed colors. So double crochet, single crochet, changing colors, making a double crochet and a single crochet, and then again changing the color. So each stripe here makes 2 rows. Go 1 row with double crochet and back with a single crochet. And I started to work holding the mYak lace double, and then I realized, I guess if you're not new here, I'm very driven by color, and I really wanted this crop top to be as happy and as colorful as I can. So I tried to incorporate the Tibetan cloud, which it looked to me very similar in the thickness to where I hold 2 strands of the mYak lace. So I hope I make it clear. I really want to try and be clear with the details that I give you. So when I hold the mYak lace double, it felt the same thickness as where I hold the Tibetan cloud. So I started to incorporate these 2 different qualities, and it looked okay to me. So I can show you from up close. This is a mYak lace, this is a mYak lace, and this is the Tibetan cloud. So in terms of fabric and the knitting police, it felt okay. It felt a good idea to combine these 2. So I started to work the colors and to enjoy the colors and to enjoy the stripes, and I made it from the bottom up. And then I wanted to start shaping the shoulders and the neckline. And maybe I had to start with this, but I started with the idea that I want to make a crochet t-shirt crop top, but I knew from the first that all the edging, I want them to be knitted with a ribbing. So knitting, I wanted it to be a combination of crochet and knitting. First, I really love both techniques, and I don't know, but lately for the last year, I think I'm craving patterns that are, or projects that are a combination of both techniques. So I knew from the first I will pick up stitches for the neckline and for the sleeves. I'm sorry if you hear loud noises from the road. We live on top of a very busy road. Yeah, it's very noisy. Anyways, I started to work from the bottom up, and then I started to shape the shoulders and the neckline. And this was quite a tough point for me because it's the first time that I do it with crochet. So I separated both sides. I worked on the right shoulder separately, then I worked on the left shoulder. And yeah, I made quite a few attempts, I think you say in English, quite a few trials. I ripped back, made it again, ripped back, wasn't happy, trying it on, wasn't happy, ripping back. You know, I had quite a few of these sets until I was happy with the result. And then as a matter of fact, I started to work on the back even before I was happy with the shaping of the shoulder and the neckline of the front, because I wanted to work on this area of shoulder and neck on both sides together, because I think they are going hand by hand, and I felt I have to develop the shape parallelly. So I had two like rectangles of front and back, and when I reached this part, I started to work on them together. A little bit of the back, a little bit of the front. You know, I guess you get the idea. Yeah, I have to, because my English I'm not very confident with my English. I sometimes feel that I use a lot of words to say something very simple. So excuse me for that. Anyways, I worked, the finished t-shirt. No, it's not the finished t-shirt yet. I had two pieces, front finished, back finished, and I knew I'm happy with them. The next step was joining them here using the front slip stitch method. So let me show you the joining part. So this is the joining part. I love this little detail. Love this little detail. And then I had them both joined. Yeah, it's noisy again. And then I joined the sides, and I joined the sides using the mattress stitch. I have to say, I think I could do better here. It's not a perfect mattress stitch, but I'm happy with the result, no complaints. But I think for the next time I know better how to join edge stitches using the mattress stitch, and I think I will do something differently with the edge stitches if I do another t-shirt like that. So I joined the pieces with the mattress stitch, and I wear it to test and see. I didn't want it to be huge. I wanted it to be quite, I didn't want to have a lot of space in the underarm, so I joined it until I was happy with the armhole opening on both sides, and then I was happy and ready for the ribbing. It took me quite a few attempts to decide what kind of ribbing, and if I want to have more double crochet stripes before I start the ribbing. So I made quite a few tests. I shared it here on previous vlogs, but then eventually I decided that I only want to have the ribbing straight away after the joining. So I didn't add any rounds with crochet around the armhole. I was going straight into the ribbing, so I picked up stitches with a needle, circular, Chiago circular 16-inch needle, picked up stitches, and I was ready to rib. To the ribbing, I made a knit to purl to ribbing, which I really love, and I also loved the combination between the double crochet like stripes, the look of the double crochet stripes while it's meeting the knit to purl to ribbing section. I don't know, I'm getting excited from such details. And yeah, I finished the ribbing and I was very happy. And at first I thought I will also add ribbing here, but when I tried a few colors, and I saw the color that I like the most is the mustard color of the mYak lace, and I started with this color on the double crochet, and I wanted it to have a light look, so it felt too heavy for me to add the ribbing, knitting ribbed to the hem, to the bottom hem. So I didn't add it, but when I finished it and I tested it and I was, putting it on to see what I think of it, I don't know how I came out with the idea to take a new color, a contrast color, and try to add like a peacock kind of gentle edge. And I have to tell you guys, I am so happy I did it. I really love it. And I want to get closer to the camera so you can see the detail. But I made a picot here, and I also crocheted the picot. So this is crochet, this is knitting, and then I ended it all with another crochet stitch, which is the picot stitch. So I slip stitch for a few stitches, and then I made the picot. So first I bind off the ribbing section, and then on the bind off line I picked up stitches, or I insert my hook, my crochet hook, to make a few slip stitches, and then the picot and slip stitch. And I'm not sure if it's a picot or it's 2 or 3 chain stitches and then slip stitch on the next stitch. And then I did the same here. So yeah, and I really like the way it came out. I really love this t-shirt. Let me show it off from all sides. So you see, this is the mattress stitch. It's not perfectly made, but I am very happy with the result. I'm in love with it. Many of the makers are here already. They want to make it. I wrote everything that I did. Many of you are writing to me asking if it's going to be a pattern, and I would really love it to become a pattern that I can publish and you can do as well. But I never designed a garment pattern like I designed garment patterns for my Angie Bunny and for Chunky Benji and Benji the Bear, but I never designed a crochet garment pattern for me, for myself, or for adults. So I'm not sure, but I will try to. Let's start from the beginning. I'm not feeling very confident with the grading of a garment, so I will definitely check if I can do it, and if I feel confident enough to give it a go and to sit and try grade a t-shirt pattern, I will for sure make it a pattern, and I will update you here for sure if I can, if I feel confident enough to do it. Yeah, let's see if I forgot something that I wanted to say. Yeah, the finished circumferences is 102 centimeters, which is 20 inches, and my bust is 90 centimeters, which is 35.5 width. So I think I have about 10 centimeters positive ease, which is quite okay for me. It makes it look like, a t-shirt, like a cotton t-shirt, and I like it a lot. The back length for my t-shirt is 48 centimeters, which is 19 inches. The underarm to hem is 17 centimeters, and yeah, stitch pattern I told you, worked flat, DC and single crochet, back and forth. Yeah, shoulders are joined, and then the sides I told you, stitches around the neck, same for the, and picot for the edging. I think I shared it all with you. I now just want to add a picture of me wearing it, and this finished object is also added to my making journal. Anyways, now I will have to give it some time and try what I feel about grading a pattern, grading a garment pattern. And also one of you that reached out suggested that I can try and look for somebody that is professional through Ravelry. I'm not very good at the Ravelry system yet, but I will try maybe to reach out there for someone to get some help with the grading. And yeah, so this is everything that I wanted to share with you about my new crochet t-shirt. And now I will take a sip of my coffee and we'll move on to the next thing I wanted to share with you. So I think you already saw before, I also finished making a new collar. I made it for myself. I actually used this pattern. I am busy developing a few patterns for the mYak retreat, the upcoming retreat in the Dolomites next year. And while I was really busy making a shawl pattern, I don't know how, but I came out with this little collar that I made for myself, and the reactions here with the weekly makers are so good. So I thought I might come out with a pattern. I will for sure write the pattern for them, for the weekly makers, but if I do that, I think I will publish this pattern anyway. So this is another finished object that is waiting to get into my making journal and also into the pattern writing process. Yeah. So this is on the list. This is the other thing that I wanted to share with you. And by the way, it's made out of the mYak baby yak and organic cotton blend. And then the edging, the lace edging is made out of baby yak lace, held double, in color oatmeal. I don't remember the color of the main yarn, but you can find it on their website for sure. And I think the last thing that I will share with you today, I don't want it to be too long, and I also have quite a lot of stuff to do outside of my craft room today, but I finished making a new crochet vest. So you see, I made quite a few garments, crochet garments, to my soft bodies here during the years, but but this is a new sleepover V-neck sleepover that I made for Chunky Benji, and I think I made it listening to you. The Chunky Benji is a pattern on both my Etsy and Ravelry stores, and many of you reached out to say you can only crochet, you don't know how to knit, and if I can come out with a crochet garment for Chunky Benji. So this crochet V-neck sleepover is ready, and I am just a few little details before I'm ready for testers. So yeah, my battery was dying. I had to replace the battery, but I think I was just telling you that I'm about to finish writing the test copy for this new V sleepover for Chunky Benji. So if you want to test this pattern, just send me an email to the email address below here on the screen. I'm actually busy making another V sleepover. As I crochet the second one, I rewrite the pattern and checking it again. So when it's done, I will be able to send you the test copy. So hopefully this pattern will be available soon. And yeah, I think this is it. I think this is everything that I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much if you are still here. Thank you for listening to me rambling and trying to find the right words in English to share the things that I wanted to share with you. Yeah, but now I think I will have to continue with other things that I wanted to be doing today out of my craft room.
Free flowing, sailing with the wind.
There's nothing quite as satisfying as cleaning and decluttering a drawer. This one has been waiting for my attention for quite a while, and now feels like the perfect time to tackle it, especially since I've just washed all those hard-working kitchen towels. Oh, and I'm really enjoying wearing my new crochet t-shirt. It feels so soft and gorgeous against the skin, and luckily the weather today is just perfect for a short sleeves woolly tee.
Arms wide.
Cleaning and decluttering drawer is an official stress reliever, at least for me. I'm starting to prepare lunch, and I also want to make a kefir dessert, something we've really been enjoying lately. I plan to make a few extra so they are ready for the next couple of days. I'm adding chia seeds and frozen berries to the kefir and letting it sit overnight. This simple preparation turns into a delicious and refreshing treat that Eyal and I enjoy after a meal. Thank you so much for spending the last few days with me. Hope to see you soon on the next one. Bye!